Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Rena Sargentopoulos. We're following some breaking news right now. In the last hour, a jury has found the ringleaders of the largest pandemic aid scam in the country guilty on all charges. Lou Raguse joins us now live from court with the latest. Lou.
Rena, the jury needed just 5 hours of deliberation. That is 1 hour for each week of testimony they heard during this trial for Amy Bach and Salim Saeed. Bach, the alleged mastermind of the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme. She's the former executive director. Evidence in the trial showed that she signed and submitted every single count for reimbursement, certifying that the number of meals claimed to be served to children was correct. The evidence also showed that Bach signed every reimbursement check, all the millions and millions of dollars paid out to these meal sites. Salim Saeed was one of the first and biggest participants in the fraud scheme. He used to own Safari Restaurant in South Minneapolis. Once they joined the meal program in April 2020, right at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, within weeks, they were claiming to serve 6,000 kids every single day. Both of these defendants took the witness stand, and both of them told stories that the jury did not believe. They convicted these two on a total of 28 counts, including wire fraud, conspiracy, federal programs bribery, and more. Now, after the verdict today, we heard from Assistant U.S. Attorney Joe Thompson. He has led the prosecution of this case from the very beginning, as well as the attorney for Amy Bach, Kenneth Udoy Bach. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
Feeding Our Future case has come to symbolize the problem of fraud in our state. It has become the shame of Minnesota. Hopefully, today's verdict will help turn the page on this awful chapter in our state's history.
I'm disappointed. I didn't anticipate it. It came too quickly, and the amounts of evidence in this case, I cannot imagine how they would have gone through it. Looks like their minds were made up earlier.
Now, that last statement by Udoy Bach, that they must have had their minds made up earlier, I know that's something that anyone who's given 5 or 6 weeks of their life for jury service would take issue with. The jury did leave the federal courthouse here just within the last half hour. They did not want to comment immediately after rendering their verdict. Both Bach and Saeed were immediately taken into custody, so they will stay in jail until their sentencing date, when they will be sentenced to prison. We don't know exactly what their sentence will be yet, but based on the sentences of past defendants, they're each looking at least 20 years in prison. We'll have much more coming up. Back to you.
Lou, that comment, it seems like they already had their minds made up. Was that some sort of indication that there might be an appeal coming?
I'm sure there certainly will be an appeal, but this was a case that had so many exhibits, so much testimony, so much evidence, that I'm sure that the federal government is confident in their chances of maintaining this conviction on appeal.
All right. Thank you, Lou. Appreciate it.